Hi everybody, it's Julie. Thanks for joining me. Today we are journaling out of this book, 100 Days of Bible Promises, which is a devotional journal by Shannon Noel. It is available by Dayspring and it is just wonderful. It's 100 different Bible promises. And day 13 is courage instead of fear. This was a powerful one for me. Now, most of these days I've just been doing some hand lettering and then writing my thoughts and journaling. You can see I'm just going to flip through. You can just see that I'm doing the hand lettering because most of the time I'm doing this in the morning before I go to work and rush off, and I don't have a lot of time to get my craft on and get all my stuff out. But today I had a little bit more time, so I pulled out my craft supplies and I had a lot of fun. But this particular day, courage instead of fear, it was so powerful for me. And so I wanted to also journal it in my Bible. Now I'm using this print and pray set. You can see I'm using two different sizes. I printed the regular size, and then over here that I'm going to be using in my Bible, I printed it on a half size, just printed 2 to a page. This came from a set in the print and pray shop from Illustrated Faith, which was called She is Brave. It's no longer available because it was a special set honoring Stephanie Smokovich as she was facing and recovering from surgery, brain surgery. She's the owner of Bella Boulevard. But this particular set is powerful for me right now because my sister just suffered a stroke, and she has a lot of recovery ahead of her, a long road ahead of her. And so a lot of these products in this kit, there were 12 different pages, I think, even more maybe, and they're all focusing on strength and bravery and being strong in Christ. And so it really resonates with me right now. So I pulled them out so I could do that. And this page is in honor of my sister, but it's also it's resonating with me right now because every move that I make, I'm afraid of hurting my arm. If you may remember, I broke my elbow a couple of months ago, and as I'm trying to get stronger, it's hard to do what I need to do and to try to strengthen it because I'm afraid of the pain. So it's just a matter of being strong and being brave, and God will strengthen me. Now I'm putting some watercolors down on this page. These are the Adorn It watercolor cake paints, and I've been having fun with them. I like the vibrancy of these colors. They're very easy to use, and there's a variety of colors, and they're relatively inexpensive as far as colors go and watercolors go. Now I did dry these with my heat tool, and I will provide a link for these watercolors in the comment section so you can check them out. And I do like them. Now you may, if you find that they are a little bit chalky, then you could just rub them off with a paper towel. I haven't found that to be the case so much, but sometimes when you're not using the really high-end watercolors, you might get that, but I haven't found that to be the case so much here. So I'm just going to cut these out. I printed these on clear sticker sheets, so they are just going to melt into the page. You're not going to see the white behind it. You can get these from any office supply store, or I get them on Amazon. It's cheaper that way. Now this stamp set that I'm going to use, this is called Journal Doodle, and it is from Adorn It and Documented Faith. And I really like this speech balloon. It's a journaling stamp, and it's going to be kind of like this girl is talking, and she is, well, it's actually not a speech balloon, it's a thought balloon because it's got the little bubbles there. So I'm stamping that. This is actually the Illustrated Faith black ink pad, the Black IP ink pad. It's a pigment ink, so it will not bleed through on the other side. It's not a super dark black, it's just kind of a grayish black, which works fine in this page because of the other elements of this page. So you can see you just remove those backings and then rub them in. And now I'm going to add this little part here. Now the mistake I made is I ended up cutting that piece in two. I should have cut it before I removed the backing, but it worked out fine anyway. So you just rub those in, and then it just blends completely into the background. You can hardly see that, but you can even rub it in a little bit more with a flat edge. I use my paint card. I really like how this looks. So by masking off the verse, it just highlights the verse. And the verse says, this is Isaiah 41:10, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." As I think of my sister and the recovery and the rehab she's going to go through, and she needs God's strength to help her, and she needs God's hand to help her. And as I go about my daily activities, I need strength in my arm, and I need God's strength to help me, both physically and spiritually and emotionally. We all need that, because it might just be that we're afraid of what we're facing. It might be fear of pain. It might be fear of emotional pain. It might be fear of whatever is around the corner. But we don't have to be afraid, because God's got us. He's holding us with His righteous right hand. So I've used a couple of other products here. I love this washi tape. This is from Documented Faith, and this is just so much fun. I'll have it linked in the comments section. Now, I couldn't decide if I wanted the top layer up there to be right side up or upside down, but since I'm focusing on being brave and kind of mounting mountains, climbing hills and climbing mountains, I kept them both the same direction. So these are kind of like the hills, and it goes along with those little graphic elements that came along in the print and pray set. So now these are some of the clear stickers that I'm pulling out from Documented Faith, and I'm choosing the ones that say brave, strong, and then this one down here says Jesus strong. I love that one. These are from a couple of different sets, and I again will link this. And then the one at the top for my tab says courage, and that's the Bible tab, the die cut Bible tabs, again from Documented Faith. Now I use this little light blue Illustrated Faith. It's from Bella Boulevard. It's a little bow, but I end up changing that out for pink. I think I needed the pink one. I'm adding some color now with just some Sharpie colorful markers to these little doodles here. This is the doodle washi strip, and it is just so much fun. You can leave it black and white, or you can add the color in with the Sharpies. Now, a lot of markers might smear, so that's why I'm using these Sharpies. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to add in, oh, you saw the texture stamp that I used. That was a Sweet and Sassy stamp. I just used the cross hatch stamp, and I didn't even put it on an acrylic block. I like just holding that because I don't use the whole entire stamp. I just kind of use half of it. And now I am adding a little bit of journaling. I put up there day 13 out of 100 Bible promises, and I add a little bit of journaling within that thought box, the thought bubble, add my date, and there we have it. That's my page. Very simple page, but it was a very meaningful process for me. This devotional is wonderful. If you haven't gotten it yet, be sure to get yours. You can check it out with the link that I've provided. Give this video a thumbs up if it inspired you, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much, and God bless.